This American lady lost her phone in America. She did everything possible to actually look for this phone, only for her to find the phone in Ghana. I'm going to allow you hear from the lady what happened to her phone and how her phone got missing in America, and then I'll come back to tell you how the phone got to Ghana. Let's take a look at the video.
So at the beginning of October, I lost my phone on U Street in DC. And obviously, like, I did all the find my iPhone stuff. Like, I tried to play the sound to see if it was in the apartment and, like, put it in lost mode and tried to track it, but it was dead or turned off or whatever. So then yesterday, I get this email that a sound was played on my iPhone, which means that my phone was turned back on and it's now tracking it on Find My Friends. So I went to Find My Friends to try to see where my phone was, thinking it would still be in DC. And this bitch was in Ghana. She's in Africa. I don't know how she got there. It's been a couple long months for her, but now she's turned on and she's in Ghana. So it gives you the address, right? So I Googled the address in Ghana, and here she is at the phone store. No, it's like actually.
Okay, you guys, so you've seen her and you've heard her explain how her phone got missing in America, and then automatically she tried to look for the phone and then she found the phone in Ghana. And I'm going to tell you the possibility of that phone coming to Ghana, or how the phone must have gotten to Ghana. Now, I know a lot of you will be thinking, did somebody steal her phone in America and brought it to Ghana? Or how? Like, what happened? How come the phone that got missing in America is now in Ghana? Now I'm going to tell you some certain things that happen in Africa, or some of the things that go on in Africa, that must have, been a possibility for this phone to, come to Ghana. First things first, in Africa there is something called fairly used items, right? There is a system where if you want to get a phone, if you want to get clothes, if you want to get anything, you can buy the ones that somebody has used before, okay, and it is called fairly used items, and they are mostly from Western world. They are mostly items coming from the Western world, or that came from Western world. So you can see somebody using a fairly used iPhone, right? A phone that somebody has used before in America, and then you can be able to get it in an African country, depending on the African country that you are, because it will be shipped there. Like, some people will buy it because it is cheap, and then they'll ship it down to Africa, where they will sell it for regular people to buy and use. Now, this is something that has gone on for decades, right? And it happens in different kind of commodities or different kind of items. You can see fairly used clothes, you can see fairly used shoes, you can see fairly used bags, you can see fairly used phones, gadgets, even electronics, right? Even electronics, you can see fairly used microwave, you can see fairly used TVs, you can see fairly used pressing iron, and all of those things. And this is something that I think is a possibility for this phone to actually get to Ghana. Now, if she lost the phone in America, right, there is a possibility that somebody found the phone, right, and then maybe took it to the company, or to a company that sells fairly used items, and actually sold the phone, because she said the phone was off at the point where she was looking for the phone, right? Or when the phone got missing, the phone was switched off, it was off, like maybe the battery died or something, but the phone was off, like switched off. And then, of course, if that person gets a hold of that phone, or the person that found the phone gets a hold of it, there is no possibility to be able to track the phone, because the phone will be dead as at the time, right? And then maybe the person took the phone to companies that are into fairly used item, and then sold the phone to the company, right? And then again, somebody else will go to this company, probably an African, or probably somebody else that does business, or even not an African but does business like that, will go to these companies and then buy phones in bulk to ship down to Africa. I don't know if you get it, to ship down to Africa. And then when they bring it to Africa, of course, this person that owns this phone shop will go ahead and buy the phones, because of course they will be cheap, right? They will be cheap. They will go ahead and buy these phones, and then turn on the phone and then display it in his shop or whatever, to sell to somebody else. And of course, when the phone is turned on, that was when she was able to get the notification that her ringtone or a tune in her phone is ringing, and then she got to find out that the phone is in a shop in Ghana. And this is the possibility of how that phone actually got to Ghana, because trust me, nobody or a Ghanaian will not leave that place, because I know it's what a lot of people are going to be thinking. It's not somebody that stole the phone from her. It's not an African that stole the phone from her, right? She actually misplaced the phone, and I believe that somebody else saw the phone, right, and picked it and then went to, sell it or give it out to companies that do this fair use. But basically, the possibility of that phone getting to Ghana was through this fair use process. Now, sometimes even when you buy fair use cars, right, you can find some things inside the cars, because maybe the owner of the car did not check very well before he transferred the cars to whoever he sold it to, that actually sold it to whoever that brought it to Africa, right? Sometimes it happens. And even with clothes, sometimes you can buy clothes, like clothes, the bay of clothes, and then you are going to find out that there are some items in it. Sometimes money, sometimes maybe lipstick or something, but it happens. Okay, these are the possibilities of that phone getting to Ghana, and it happens in Africa. This is like one of the things I will see in Africa. And let me know, you guys, what you think about this story in the comment section. Have you ever experienced this kind of thing before? Have you lived in Africa and then you bought a fairly used item and discovered there's something else inside that item, like money or maybe lipstick? Maybe you bought a bag and you saw lipstick inside, lip gloss and all of those things. Let us know in the comment section. And what do you think about the story? Let us know in the comment section. Do not forget to go ahead and like this video. Do not forget to leave me your thoughts about it in the comment section. And do not also forget to subscribe to the channel, because I bring you gist about Africa around the world, living, doing your business, and relocating permanently to Africa. If that is the kind of content that you like, go ahead and subscribe. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.